2021 PhD graduate, but she's also the most favorite teacher of every department that she's taught in. Dr. Sidra Abid, an assistant professor at Ziauddin University, who's done PhD in electrical engineering, who's done masters in communication and signal processing, bachelor's in biomedical engineering. Professionally, she has 16 years of versatile experience of working in industries and educational institutes. The Kidney Center, Indus University, Chugtai Dental Supplies, Western International Private Limited. She has specifically worked in voice applications using techniques of artificial intelligence. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Dr. Sidra Abid.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Thank you very much, Samra, for this very, viable and energetic introduction of mine. Itna kuch to nahi, Baral, jitna thoda bahut kiya hai, I would like to share with you all today. So today we are, inshallah, we shall be discussing the types, trend, and future of artificial intelligence and some very particular applications which are helping day-to-day's life in every of the department, in every of the avenue of life using artificial intelligence. These are the contents. What is artificial intelligence? Obviously, we'll look briefly into the history of artificial intelligence. Prerequisites, that means before moving to artificial intelligence, what should be known to a person, types of artificial intelligence, applications, specific use case of artificial intelligence. Then what are the current era is, what are the jobs that are being offered into this current era regarding the artificial intelligence? What are the career trends in artificial intelligence? So a brief introduction to artificial intelligence. I think the short answer, which I would comment at the introduction of artificial intelligence, is the ability of a digital computer. We all are very much familiarized with the use of computers. So it's the ability of digital computer or, any computer operated, computer controlled robot to perform those tasks which are commonly associated with intelligent beings. That means artificial intelligence should replicate. Ideally, it has not reached up to the level of human intelligence, but it should replicate the human intelligence in making intelligent decisions, in doing the task intelligently. And the definition of artificial intelligence could be into the, versatile manners, into the different ways. But artificial intelligence, it should be kept into the consideration that artificial intelligence is actually the intelligence that is created by humans. And what humans are made to be intelligence is created by God, is created by nature. So the intelligence of human, we are trying to replicate through computer usage, the smart decisions that God has gifted the ability to a human that they may take smart decisions. That ability may be replicated by a machine, by a device, by a computer. लेकिन ये बात हमें समझना होगी कि जितना स्मार्ट या जितना वसी अंदाज में कुदरत ने इंसान को ये सलाहियत बख्शी है, वो किसी नतीजे पर पहुंचे 100%. But what I mean to say that the abilities given by God, the decisions being tried to be replicated, or is a state of art, or is a model for artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence can be any entity that is created by humans, right? and it should be capable of performing tasks intelligently without being without being interrupted into the T. This is the decision that is being taken by your mind. But a machine should also replicate this smart decision in a grand interest to save the humanity, in the grand interest. फिर हम अभी इसको list down करेंगे या इसको हम narrow down करेंगे, मगर for the benefit of the humanity is the grand interest. And it should be capable of thinking and acting rationally and humanly. Again, I say it should be capable, it should be made ideally capable, but obviously the human mind, the capability, the extent of the human mind cannot 100% be replicated, but it should ideally initially be capable to take decisions and act rationally like humans. So, what are the tests that human likeness of artificial intelligence can be taken or can be performed during these tests? First of all, we should know that what is the Turing test. Even if we reach that state where artificial intelligence can behave same as human, let's suppose that artificial intelligence can replicate same as human. How can we be sure that it can continue to behave that way? The surety has to be, made, or the surety has to be bound. We can base the human likeness of an artificial intelligence entity with either Turing test, rational agent approach, cognitive modeling approach, law of thought approach. First is Turing test. What is Turing test? The basis of this Turing test is the artificial intelligence entity. That artificial intelligence, or the AI, I may call it AI as a short form, AI should be able to hold a conversation with a human agent, like we talk as humans. So it should be able to, hold a conversation with a human agent. And human agent ideally should not be able to conclude that they are talking to an artificial intelligence. And to achieve all these ends, artificial intelligence need to possess qualities like it should have natural language processing. Natural language processing नहीं होगी तो वो communicate ही नहीं कर सकता है successfully unless वो human language को understand नहीं करेगा, either written language or the voice given to it, the instructions given to it in the form of solely voice. Knowledge presentation to act as its memory, like humans have memory, so the knowledge should be taken from its memory. Automated reasoning, to use the information that is stored to answer question and draw new conclusions, because whenever we take any decision, so we draw the conclusion. The same has to be done with the with this artificial intelligence. And then the last is machine learning to detect patterns to adapt new circumstances. Now, pattern recognition is very, very important and very essential, very, currently used technique by the artificial intelligence users. Pattern is the pattern. Different organs, they have certain patterns. The symmetry of the pattern is very important in different types of proteins. So as it is in human, the symmetry of pattern is very important, and it has to be diagnosed by this Turing test. Second comes the cognitive modeling approach. अब देखिए, जैसे कि इसके नाम से जाहिर हो रहा है कि if this approach is used, it tries to build an artificial intelligence model based on human cognition, right? Or to distill, I can say, distill the essence of a human mind, there could be three approaches. I'm talking about the human mind at this moment. First approach is introspection. Introspection is observing our thoughts and building a model that are based on our thoughts. जो हम सोच रहे हैं उसकी बेस पर अभी हम सिर्फ सोच रहे हैं और मॉडल बता रहे हैं, अपने जहन में बना रहे हैं. Physiological experiments. Second is physiological experiments. Physiological experiments means conducting experiments on human and observing their behavior. Then third is the brain imaging. Using MRI to observe how the brain functions. I'm sure you all are familiar with this term, magnetic resonance imaging. So use MRI is basically the scan. As we take X-rays of different parts of the body, bones of the body, MRI is the scan of the human brain setup, right? So brain imaging, the third of this cognitive modeling approach is brain imaging. Okay, third is brain imaging, using MRI to observe how the brain functions and in different scenarios. And then these scenarios are replicated through code. For example, if you're walking and you see any obstruction in at the road or at your path, you quickly take a side. That means your brain decides to save yourself or either to obstacle to a person or to a cat or dog or animal that is in front of you, or to save yourself. So you quickly change your path, you quickly change the side, or you quickly slows down your speed. That is the brain imaging. And this brain imaging is the natural brain imaging, the natural brain processing. Now, using this brain imaging, we use machines. With the help of machines, we try to replicate the working and function of brain through the computer codes, right? The rational agent actually acts to achieve the best possible outcome in its present circumstances. For example, you are hungry, and what is the rational approach? You do not like, God forbid, for example, I'm saying you do not like egg. But when you are hungry and you have egg and milk, or only egg and milk available, but milk may not satisfy your hunger. It may, suppress your thirst, but it may not satisfy your hunger. So the rational approach, your brain would take that it would eat an egg. So this is the rational approach, and the rational agent approach should be replicated in the same way in the artificial intelligence, that this rational approach acts to achieve the best possible outcome in whatever the circumstances are present, whatever the choices are present. Either you like it or you don't. Either the machine is comfortable with it or not, but it has only those circumstances or those possible outcomes present. So according to the laws of thought approach, an entity must behave according to the logical statements, right? But there are some instances, as I told you, as I gave you example, when there is no logical right thing to do, with multiple outcomes involving different outcomes and corresponding compromises. So this rational agent approach tries to make the best possible choice in the current circumstances. Got it? So it means that it is much more dynamic and adaptable agent. Now that we understand how artificial intelligence can be designed to act like a human, and so that is how a system is being built. Then fourth is the law of thought approach. The law of thought are a large list of logical statements, right? They govern the operation of our mind. We have many logical statements in our mind that they govern, for example, we choose between right and wrong, good and bad. If we are feeling cold, we may not go into AC. That is being fed, or we may not go into the place where the weather is low, at low temperature. Since we are already feeling cold. So these are the pre-built thousands of approaches. Those are fed into our mind. Now, these are the logical statements by God that are being incorporated in our mind. The same laws can be codified and applied to artificial intelligence theorems, right? For although I have a separate part of applications, but for example, in industries, in chemical industries, choosing between the right chemicals. So these approaches can be done through the code. The issue with this approach is that because solving a problem in principle, जो हम problem को solve करते हैं, it is strictly according to the laws of thought, which are coded into the machine, and solving them in practice can be quite different, right? For example, we have different circumstances. So the laws of thought by me and you can be changed due to different circumstances in different situations. But when we once feed it into the machine through the artificial intelligence, it may not be changed. If the circumstances are changed, doesn't matter. The laws of thought, those are fed into the memory of the machine, cannot be changed. So this is one of the limitation of this methodology. But still, it is being extensively used. And also, there are some actions that we take without being 100% certain of an outcome. We do not know what we are doing. We are not 100% sure that what are the outcomes, right? So that an algorithm might not be able to replicate if there are too many parameters.
Sorry to interrupt, but this meeting will end in a few minutes. It is going to end within 2 minutes. So I would request everyone to rejoin with the same link when it does.
All right. Thank you very much, Sandra. So this is an introduction of Turing test that I think we have discussed it. It was suggested by Cruisewheel. And it was reformed by Rich and Knight. They were two scientists. They said that a study of how to make computers to do things at which that moment people are better. So it was a little modified by these scientists. Now, look at this pictorial representation. This person is sitting at computer, and the wire is the communication that it is doing with the computer are being transmitted behind this wall, right? And he is getting response as a result of his input communication. Now, if he cannot identify that whether it is the answer given to him. This is a wall and he cannot see it through this wall, right? And he is getting answer for his question, for his input. Now, if he cannot recognize again, so the machine learning should be in a way, the machine should learn in a way that ideally it should adapt to new circumstances, which is very good and sweet to write, but still it is a big challenge in the world of artificial intelligence. Turing test के कुछ limitations भी आती हैं, और वो है कि of computer vision A computer does not have eyes, but it should visualize at it is actually looking at the object. For example, if you have asked given a task to a computerized or artificial intelligence system to separate bananas from oranges. Now, you can separate bananas from oranges by looking at them, but computer does not have eyes. It does not have vision, but still the computer vision is to perceive the object from its structure, from its texture, from its orientation. That is, it behaves as the decision taken by a person which has eyes, but it does not actually have an eyes. Then robotics problem is with robotics, the challenge with robotics is that the vision of a moving object, the identification of a moving object, the processing of a moving object. आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में एक चैलेंज बहुत बड़ा मूवमेंट के साथ कोप अप करने का है. Humans can visualize, humans can retrieve data from running, from moving objects, but when it comes as in, for example, camera takes still pictures. Video is the recording of all the movement of the actual movement of the person or a situation or an environment. But again, it is a challenge in the field of robotics to detect the moving objects. Now, with the cognitive, the system, those are actually thinking as like humans, which are behaving like humans. Humans are as observed from inside, and first of all, a system must know that how human thinks, as we discussed it before, that introspection, physiological experiments, brain imaging, they are the key of, or they are the prime knowledge that has to be incorporated to decide in a machine to decide or to take actions according to the human cognitive model. Laws of thought, as humans are rational, but I've already discussed that laws of thought are a large list of logical statements that actually govern or that actually rule the operation of our mind. And same laws can be coded, same laws can be codified and applied to the artificial intelligence problems. This is the rational agent. Now I would like to, two advantages of the systems that act rationally. It is more general than using logic only. Only logic may not give you the rational answer, or may not give you the rational behavior. So the machine also use with the logic, it also utilize the knowledge that has inside. For example, in search, when you type some kind of input, some kind of keywords into the Google bar, it does not only uses logic, but it also uses. Jay, is someone saying something? Okay. It also uses the domain of knowledge, vast knowledge that is built inside of it, and it also allows the approach with more. It is more scientific. It is more acceptable. So, in short, artificial intelligence is the study that enables computer to be intelligent. All the computers are not intelligent, artificial intelligence, computer has to be made intelligent. computers are not intelligent, but they has to be made intelligent. They has to be trained to be intelligent. Humans are by birth or God giftedly intelligence, but we have to train machines to behave, computers to behave intelligently. Intelligent means, again, I will reinforce at this point that intelligent means to take the correct decision, to take the smart decision from the available circumstances. And from the Oxford Dictionary, it is also retrieved that artificial intelligence is a part of computer science that is concerned with design of computer system that exhibit human intelligence. Again, human intelligence is being focused and it is being tried to copied, replicated in artificial intelligence. So from these definitions, human artificial intelligence is being defined with two major phenomena, two major roles. And those are study the intelligent part concerned with humans. That is, God forbid, we cannot, God forbid, we cannot, I am using it only for the explanation, that we cannot idealize for this replication of a person with mental illness. We have to idealize or replicate or see the decision, the intelligence of a person with no brain disorders or allied cognitive disorders. And the second role is to represent those actions or to translate those actions by the means of computers. Now, what are the types of artificial intelligence? There are vastly three types of artificial intelligence: artificial narrow intelligence, which is ANI; artificial general intelligence, which is AGI; and artificial super intelligence, which is ASI. Now, artificial ANI or artificial narrow intelligence is the most common form of AI, and that you would find in very commonly in a market. These artificial intelligence systems are designed to solve one single problem, right? For each problem, ANI is separately designed, and it would be able to execute a single task really well. Designed, again, I reinforce, designed for a specific type of problem, and then it conducts or it solves the task very, very well. So by definition, there are narrow capabilities or there are limited capabilities, since it is for solving one specific kind of problem. These limitations are maybe like, recommending a product for an e-commerce user or predicting a weather. This is only kind of artificial intelligence that exists today, and they are able to come close to human functioning in a very specific context, right? And then the second comes is AGI or artificial general intelligence. AGI is still, theoretical concept, right? Stage 2 is AGI, and stage 1 was ANI, and stage 2 is AGI. AGI is still today, it's a theoretical concept. It is defined as artificial intelligence which has a human level of cognitive function. And achieving human level of cognitive function is very complicated, is a challenging task, and no matter till where this machine learning reaches, but it is still a challenge, right? We are still a long way away from building an AGI system, because as I said, AGI should have a human level of cognitive function across a wide variety of domains, such as language processing, image processing, computational functioning, reasoning, and so on, right? So still, it's a big challenge. AGI system would need to compromise thousands of artificial narrow intelligence system. So it's still, challenge. They speaks to both, the immense complexity and complexity and the challenges to the human brain. So I would again reinforce that AGI is still a challenge. Then is ASI, which is super intelligence, artificial super intelligence, and we are almost in this the past 3 to 4 years especially, we are almost very near to it and entering into a science fiction territory here. साइंस फिक्शन टेरिटरी की अगर हम बात करें तो आप पढ़ते होंगे कभी उम्र यार की कहानियां, कभी इस तरह की आप जादुई या इस तरह के कैरेक्टर्स को हम पढ़ते थे एंड वी यूज्ड टू गेट इंस्पायर too much. Who knew that similar like those stories, one day we have a cell phone in our hands and that just on the tips of the fingers, we can communicate to anywhere in the world, any person in the world. We can see anything which is thousands and billions of miles away from us due to the courtesy of this internet, this camera, and these social media platforms, which are again the courtesy of artificial super intelligence. So artificial super intelligence would be able to surpass all human capabilities. But still, surpassing human capability would be a big challenge. But I can say that in this current era, it is including decision making, like taking rational decision, even includes things like making better art and building emotional relationships also. आप देखेंगे कि इस वक्त आपके emotional, sentimental models इस वक्त available हैं AI के ऊपर. So it is also the courtesy of artificial super intelligence system. Right. Before going into the looking at the advantages and disadvantages, I would like to comment a little over the strong artificial intelligence systems and weak artificial intelligence systems. Weak artificial intelligence systems, they have a narrow application with, a scope is also a limitized since the application are narrow. And these applications are good at, very good. They perform very, marvelous, but very much, limitized to a particular task, not for a general task. If you have asked a system or trained a system to solve an addition problem, may it not be performed very well for the subtraction problem. So addition के लिए तो बहुत अच्छा हुआ, मगर subtraction के लिए कोई बहुत कारामद साबित नहीं, problem होता है. And it also use supervised and unsupervised learning to process data. Supervised means you have to train all the time, and then your results are being obtained. Training itself a time-taking process, and it requires computational expenses also. Let's come to the strong AI, strong artificial intelligence systems. Strong artificial intelligence systems has wider application, with more vast scopes. And these applications are having an incredible human language intelligence. That is how they are actually contributing to the society. And we artificial intelligence systems में हम use करते supervised and unsupervised learning, और यहाँ strong AI में हम use करें clustering and association to process data. और अगर मैं आपको strong AI की example देना चाहूँ तो I would definitely come to the advanced robotics. Now, there are few advantages and disadvantages of artificial intelligence systems. Although the advantages appears more, but still we cannot ignore the disadvantages that it is being offering. artificial intelligence is reducing the human error. It is actually helping us, like you go for the blood by the automated chemistry analyzers. So the blood counts are not involving the human counting. So human error is being my screen has again gone. Verbally, I'm discussing by the time. Great. So, and the advantages are they are available 24/7. They helps in repetitive work. We get tired, when we have to perform same task again and again. But this artificial intelligence helps in repetitive work. ये आपको digital assistance देते हैं, जल्दी decision लेके देते हैं, जो कि comparatively more accurate होते हैं. इनकी medical applications हैं, effective communication, efficient communication है. But the disadvantages that runs with them are, it requires an investment of cost, computational cost, money cost, and again, it's a dearth of talent. That is, the specialists do not recommend. Sorry, was someone saying something? Okay, like we automated cleaner systems. We have automated washing machines, artificial intelligence based washing machines. So our talent of a human is also being compromised. And अभी इतनी practical products इसकी आई नहीं है, और इसमें misuse का potential बहुत ज़्यादा है, that someone can be taking it into the wrong manner or wrong mean, which could be against the interest of humanity. Philosophy of AI at that time, again, philosophy की हमने बात पहले भी की कि हम ये चाह रहे थे artificial intelligence को replicate करने का मकसद ये था कि वो human को assess करें in the same way human perform their task, right? And it involves probability, computation, logic. Probability से डिसाइड करती है कि कितनी ज्यादा चांसेस हैं पॉजिटिवली कि मशीन डिसाइड कर ले. फॉर एग्जांपल, वेदर अच्छा है या बुरा है, वेदर टेम्परेचर को देखते हुए बाहर निकलना चाहिए या नहीं निकलना चाहिए. तो दिस इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी, logic and computational, the merger of these three, and probability always brings the degree of belief. Because probability always has uncertainty, but the more tiltation to the outcome always lead to the answer or makes decision of the computer system or AI system. So how the human acts actually strengthen the ideas, strengthen the ideas that how human takes the decisions. And foundation of AI involves computer engineering also. जब तक कंप्यूटर बनेगा नहीं तब तक वो कोई डिसीजन ले ही नहीं सकता, कोई उस पे एप्लीकेशन हम रन ही नहीं कर सकते. आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस आएगी नहीं जब तक कंप्यूटर नहीं होगा, और फिर कंप्यूटर के साथ डिफरेंट सॉफ्टवेयर्स नहीं होंगे, लाइक data types नहीं होंगे, MATLAB, Python and other softwares that are available to assess this AI. Linguistics are very important in the foundation of AI. Unless we do not the machine does not understand the language instruction, it cannot process the data. It cannot further execute the data. And So the main ideas of about Punjab, so it is useless. So search for province Sindh must have the machine must have naturally process the language. That is how an expert system is being built. And the biggest challenge in AI and the challenge also and acting with the environment is getting more refined. It is possible very well. We have artificial intelligence systems which are well interacting with the environment, but their refinement is very important. There, so made to the fine level. So these advantages and disadvantages we have already discussed. Now please come at search. Search is a mechanism that has informed search or an uninformed search, blind search or informed search. Informed search, a blind search for uninformed search we get there. But artificial intelligence actually the study of building agents that act rationally. Most of the time, these agents perform, some kind of search algorithms at the background. We do not know we are searching, but the algorithms are being performed at the back end of the system. एंड सर्च प्रॉब्लम के क्या मसले हो सकते हैं या सर्च प्रॉब्लम के 3 पार्ट्स अगर हम समझना चाहें, चाहे इनफॉर्म सर्च अनइनफॉर्म सर्च की हम बात करें. स्टेट स्पेस, that is a set of possible states where you can be, your problem can be. Start state, from where the search has to begin. Goal test का मतलब ये है कि we want a function that looks at the current state, returns returns whether or not it is the goal state. It has to being decided by the search. And the solution to the search problem is actually a sequence of actions. It is not like you written something search and it has given you the answer, but the solution to search problem is actually the sequence of actions called the plan that transforms the start state to the goal state. And the plan, unless you don't have the plan, you cannot achieve at the solution. And this plan is again achieved by very dedicated algorithms. Interaction with the environment actually involves vision, sound. हमारे environment में देखिए क्या क्या parameters हैं. Text है, speech है, robotics है, vision है, sound है. So when we interact with the environment, that means a machine is interacting, artificial intelligence is being applied. That means artificial intelligence should process vision, should process sound, should process speech, graphics, text, everything it should process. और इन सब की हमारे पास हम देख रहे हैं day to day life में applications हैं. Since we are running short of time, so I will quickly go through the history of AI. AI actually started in 1943 and till today, अभी हम इसका खत्म होना तो नहीं कह सकते. Till today, till 2022, it is progressing again and again at, I would not say at the daily basis, but at the, every minute it is progressing. And initially, एक paper publish किया था Warren Pitts ने, Walter Pitts ने, and in 1943, which was the first work on artificial intelligence. That is how it is being studied started in documents. He published the paper in 1943, and the paper title was A Logical Calculus of Ideas Immanent in Nervous Activity. So it was the first boost. Human work can also be replicated without using human efforts, right? And till today, the early phase of, I would say, for example, we are very commonly using Google Maps. Then the ride-sharing applications, that is Uber, Careem, and other applications also. Autopilot in commercial flights, spam filters on emails. Are certain emails goes into the spam filter, that is a courtesy of this business applications of AI. And search recommendations, facial recognition. You put the lock in your screens using AI, facial recognition. So these are the very common applications in business and these areas, or e-commerce. Basically, e-commerce is very adaptive towards this artificial intelligence nowadays. And what you see, better recommendations. आप जब कोई picture या कोई अपना result search करते हैं Google per, YouTube per, so you get recommendations. These better recommendations are very much similar to the keywords you have entered or the input you have entered into the system, or into your toolbox, right? Bar. So it is all courtesy of it. And then healthcare, the second very running application is healthcare. Nowadays, you see everywhere healthcare, AI in healthcare. आपको अब एक पेशेंट MRI नंबर आपको मिलता है, और आपको अपनी फाइल्स, सब रिपोर्ट्स की हार्ड कॉपी उठा के ले जाने की जरूरत नहीं होती. Even if you miss your report, you go to the lab or hospital, you tell them your MRI number, because your every of the data is stored with your MRI number or your telephone number. So you inform them your cell number or MRI number. Medical record number. It's not MRI that scanning, but medical record number, my medical record identification. So this is a number at which your every of the information is being stored at it, and you get again and again you can retrieve your data. आप देखते हैं कि अब कंसल्टेंट के पास साइट पर एक लैपटॉप या स्मार्ट सिस्टम रखा होता है, वो भी आपका डेटा, आपका पेशेंट रिकॉर्ड नंबर डालकर सारे आपकी रिपोर्ट्स को वहीं विजुअलाइज करता है, इंस्टेड ऑफ टेकिंग द हार्ड कॉपीज और द स्लिप्स और the printouts of your reports or hard copy of your reports. AI system in administration are helping with day-to-day life, very much, comfortable with transcriptions of medical notes through artificial intelligence. It is easier for a doctor to read it, as I told you. Then in telemedicine, for non-emergency situations, God forbid emergency, then you have to rush to the hospital. But for the non-emergency situations, for the routine follow-ups, patient can reach out to the hospital's AI system. That means you can consult with a doctor through any of the application, through we are conducting this webinar through Zoom. So a doctor may also be conducted through any AI-based software instead of visiting to the doctor. And then this AI also assist in the diagnosis. For example, many computer vision and neural networks, AI is now capable of reading MRI scans to check the tumor and other, God forbid, malignant growths itself. एक्सपोनेंशियली फास्टर है ये पेस एज रेडियोलॉजिस्ट इसको देख सकते हैं, उससे एक्सपोनेंशियली फास्टर, मैं इसे कहूँगी, ज़्यादा तेज भी नहीं कहूँगी बल्कि एक्सपोनेंशियली फास्टर कि रेडियोलॉजिस्ट देखेगा, सोनोलॉजिस्ट देखेगा अल्ट्रासाउंड को या रेडियोलॉजिकल रिपोर्ट्स को पढ़ेगा, उससे बहुत जल्दी एआई की वजह से आपका जो सिस्टम है, दैट इज आपकी एमआरआई स्कैन फॉर एग्जांपल है, आपका अल्ट्रासाउंड सिस्टम है, वो उस पर सेल्फ लिख देता है कि यहाँ पर ये ऑर्डर या डिसऑर्डर है. Robot assisted surgeries, few of the hospitals are offering, even in Karachi, this robot assisted surgeries, and very minute margin of error, which is even minor than a human hand. So around the clock आप देखते हैं कि आज अगर सर्जन्स हैं वो सर्जरीज परफॉर्म करते करते थक जाते हैं. सो विद द कर्टेसी ऑफ रोबोटिक असिस्टेड सर्जरीज, surgeons may also get assisted and they don't have to put lot of a minor handwork by themselves. Then is vital stat monitoring. You have seen patient monitoring systems in hospitals. You have seen blood pressure monitoring systems at your home, even the glucose monitoring system at your home, even. So a person's state of health is an ongoing process, and depending upon varying levels of their respective vital stats, with wearable devices achieving mass market popularity now. These devices are available on tap. आपके smartphones में ये applications अब आ रही हैं. Since vital signs have a potential, to predict health fluctuation even before a patient is aware. So there are a lot of life-saving applications here which are being offered by AI in healthcare. And AI applications आप तो बहुत familiarize होंगे, games में हैं, robotic toys आ रहे हैं AI based. ये सब courtesy है AI की, और AI की वजह से ये सब जो है वो इस वक्त it is being possible in the world, that all of these miracles, I would say miracles that are happening in the world due to the courtesy of AI. Now, you see career trends in artificial intelligence. जॉब्स जो है वो तो बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है ना. एआई हमने कर लिया, एआई हमने पढ़ लिया, तो उसके अंदर जॉब का पोटेंशियल क्या है? आई वुड से दैट जॉब्स इन आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस हैव बीन स्टेडीली इंक्रीजिंग over past few years, especially after this COVID, and will continue growing with an accelerated rate. और इसके जो स्टैटिस्टिक्स हमें मिले हैं अनऑफिशियल, अगर आप इसको सर्च करेंगे, कि 2% हाइक इन सैलरी आया है उन इंजीनियर्स के साथ जिन्होंने आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस को अडॉप्ट किया है after COVID or COVID-19. And as per research, the demand of AI jobs have increased, but efficient workforce have not been, they're keeping pace with it. So this is the careers in artificial intelligence actually have shown great growth, great growth in past few years. और इसमें आप देखें, पहले तो सिर्फ एक हमारे पास इंजीनियर होता था, एआई का इंजीनियर या सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर. अब आप देखिए इसमें कितने ट्रेंड्स आ गए हैं. डायरेक्टर ऑफ डेटा साइंस, डीप लर्निंग इंजीनियर, डीप लर्निंग का एक अलग इंजीनियर है, और इंस्ट्रक्टर अलग है, डेटा साइंटिस्ट अलग है. जो एल्गोरिदम डेवलप कर रहा है उसका एक अलग काम है. ही हैज ओनली टू डेवलप द एल्गोरिदम. So the career has very much has become versatile with this application of with this AI. Like we have seen the product managers nowadays, leading companies, they are using this designation of product manager. They have a significant role of artificial intelligence. You are for this product manager designation. One is supposed to have the skill of identifying relevant business impeding problems. And once the data interruption is made, the product manager implements effective AI strategies to evaluate the business impacts. So this is again a role of a product manager is again increased with the AI speciality or expertise, and it is constantly being increasing, day to day. And the conclusion of this artificial intelligence era is that present time and scenario are, absolutely perfect to suit your transition or a fresh beginning in artificial intelligence work environment. So if someone is managing to excel in artificial intelligence skills, it is sure, very much sure, pretty sure that you will having a good job, having a, I would say, lucrative job, and promising career is waiting for you. I will not be over exaggerating or overstating, but if I say that one who works in the field of artificial intelligence has great endeavors to look forward to. But now you must have been well familiarized with the role of artificial intelligence in today's era. That is why thank you very much. I have got this opportunity. I am very much thankful with the to the IEEE platform for providing this opportunity to share with bright minds, to share with wonderful people there. And I would like to, with this, on this note, I would say that it is an ocean, and for diving into the ocean of artificial intelligence, you must possess a relevant technical skill set. So, in order to get familiarization with artificial intelligence, one has to develop an appropriate skill set. And with that, I would like to hand over the podium to the volunteers. Yes, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sidra, for enlightening us with this topic about artificial intelligence. The stage is now open. The stage is now open for any participant who wants to ask questions related to the topic.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Ms. Sidra Abid, artificial intelligence, nowadays, we are searching jobs. So how can artificial intelligence can help us to have jobs?
I am sorry. Can you please repeat the question? How can artificial intelligence help you to
help us a job?
In getting a job, right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the question. A very relevant question for today's webinar. As I told you that artificial intelligence is now being involved in every of the profession, since computers are involved in every of the profession. Person who is skilled with artificial intelligence can have a significant position in a healthcare industry, in a healthcare society. So if I would like to restate your question, for example, you are a doctor with an information of artificial intelligence, with the command at artificial intelligence, so you can you can excel in your field using the robotic surgery, using the very high dedicated softwares that are assisting in human examination systems. Similarly, if you are a businessman and you want to keep the records of your competitors, you want to make data or the comparative analysis of your competitors. If you are equipped or skilled with artificial intelligence techniques, the softwares, then you can very, instead of writing on the notepad, instead of writing, noting everything down, you can very easily put the input into the artificial intelligence softwares and get the answer. And, you can analyze the data from where you are lacking, from where, at what point you must work hard, and what are your strengths in the, according to your computers. And at last, if you become an artificial intelligence programmer, so nowadays world is looking at you. You don't have to have any office. You don't have to go to the, go for asking a business or a job. Trust me, the opportunities comes to you at your online business, because it is the demand of every profession, even households nowadays. That I gave an example of an automated washing machine. So if a technician is unfamiliarized with the intelligent systems or artificially developed systems, he cannot rectify. He can rectify the general washing machine, but he cannot rectify an automated washing machine. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, Sidra, I have a question.
Yes, please.
As you explained right now that there are many professions in this field, in the field of AI, like data scientists and data analysts and lots of other things. There's one profession that has been bothering me as to what it does. What is the function of it? It's called ML Ops, actually. And I'm not sure what it actually does. So if you could please explain it.
Actually, can you please repeat the question? Your voice is being distorted. I think there is. Yes, please. Can you please repeat the question? I request.
I was saying that there is a profession called ML Ops.
All right, ML Ops. Yes. Machine learning operation. Machine learning operation system specialist or engineer. Yes. So you want to ask what is ML Ops? Am I right?
Yes, I want to know what it is.
Okay. So basically, ML Ops engineer is essentially doing a job of a developing engineer. और आपने कभी एक term सुनी होगी, आपने कभी इंटरनेट पे देखी होगी, DEVOPS. DevOps engineer. They are basically working at machine learning algorithms. So MLOps are engineers essentially, and they are actually doing a job over the DevOps engineer in the domain of machine learning. And MLOps engineer also, is in charge of I must say everything that is happening once the machine learning model is built. आपने machine learning model बना लिया, engineer ने, अब वो हर चीज का इंचार्ज है कि वो मॉडल प्रोडक्शन में जाता है, वो उसकी ऑप्टिमाइजेशन होती है, वो सही काम कर रहा है या नहीं कर रहा है. और इसके साथ एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज जो ML Ops का टारगेट आता है वो ये आता है कि फॉर एग्जांपल ML Ops has developed something for an engineer has developed something for a particular application. अगर उसको किसी हिसाब से मॉडिफाई करना होता है ना, तो वो भी फॉर एग्जांपल एप्लीकेशन में कुछ चेंज आया है, वो भी ML Ops इंजीनियर का काम होता है. सो ML Ops इंजीनियर is the one who is very much skilled with software and hardware computer engineering skills to develop the system as well to modify the algorithm.
So I should consider it like it's an advanced version of an DevOps
Very
engineering.
advanced. Correct.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have any more questions?
I had another question, if you don't mind, actually.
Yes, please.
In healthcare, well, in general, I'm talking about, are there any expert system examples that are currently present in the market?
Yes. For example, we have a mobile in our hand. Your mobile cannot be used by me if you want. If you put a facial recognition lock over your cell phone, Dr. Sidra cannot use it because it does not recognize the image of Sidra, but it recognizes your image. So this is this is the courtesy of artificial intelligence system. When we come to the since you are अच्छा एक example तो आप जब Google को अपना voice input देते हैं and you ask some kind of questions, so it quickly answer your searches in the response of your voice input. It is also the courtesy of artificial intelligence system. Automated cars are actually artificial intelligence systems. आप देखते होंगे कि उनकी specifications में ABS gears होते हैं, anti-braking systems होते हैं. They are all the linked or synchronized with artificial intelligence systems. You have sensors in your car. For example, your car gets closer up to a certain obstacle, it starts screaming or giving the beep or making you alert that don't be more close to this end, right या left, वो जो भी उसकी लाइट जलना शुरू हो जाती है चारों कॉर्नर्स में से जिस जहां भी वो कहीं ऑब्स्टिकल से हिट करने वाला होता है. So this is the courtesy of artificial intelligence system in healthcare. As I said it during the webinar also, and I am repeating it, that there used to be a times that we were totally dependent upon the radiologist. Radiologist ने जो हमारी X-ray आया, जो हमारा MRI scan आया, CT scan आया, radiologist ने उसे देखा और radiologist ने कहा कि इसमें ये मसला खुदा न खास्ता due to any lacking of expertise of radiologists, if a point is being missed, that means it has been missed. Right? No overcome of that missing. But artificial intelligence system that is incorporated in MRI and CT scans, in ultrasound machines, उसने इतना आसान बना दिया है कि अब टेक्नीशियन की जरूरत नहीं होती है, खुद ही मशीन बताती है, पूरी रिपोर्ट भी सेल्फ जनरेट करती है. पहले आपका जो सोनोलॉजिस्ट होता था या टेक्नीशियन होता था वो रिपोर्ट को हाथ से लिखता था कि खुदा ना खास्ता कहीं पे कोई मैल फंक्शनिंग है आपकी बॉडी के सर्टेन पार्ट में, वो इंडिकेट कर देता है, वो रिपोर्ट में लिख देता है. फिर उसके बाद एक कर्टेसी लेस ऑफ पेपर वर्क है. यू डोंट हैव टू कैरी ऑल द टाइम रिपोर्ट्स टू योर कंसल्टेंट don't have to ask for the dhatta of scans and reports to be brought at their clinic. They can certainly see it at the LAN or their internet system or their building intra hospital internet system just by entering your MR number. आपकी सारी रिपोर्ट उनके सामने आ जाती है. अगर वो आपसे खो भी जाए तो अपना MR नंबर बताकर अपना जैसे कि लैब्स हैं, आप इनको अपना MR नंबर या अपना अपना सेल फोन नंबर बताकर आप अपनी रिपोर्ट्स को रीप्रिंट करवा लेते हैं. So these are still the few courtesy of still अभी भी कम ही बताएंगे हैं आपको. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And with that very interesting question answer sessions, our webinar has come to an end. Thank you, Dr. Sidra, for your presence and time. Now, I would like to invite our very honorable Dean, Dr. Fahad, to provide us with some ending notes.
Okay. So I was part of the session from last half an hour. Are you able to listen to me? Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, sir. Walaikum
Okay.
assalam.
So from last half an hour, I was listening to to your presentation. Thank you, Dr. Sidra Abid, for an enlightening presentation on
Welcome,
how
sir.
to on the right way of applying AI in our various aspects of life and research.
Thank you.
We appreciate having this mysterious area clarified by you to some extent, and we
Thank you,
really
sir.
appreciate that. And we are looking forward to see more such presentation from your side in future as well.
Inshallah, sir. Inshallah.
Lastly, thank you IEEE ZUFESTM Branch for arranging another very knowledgeable session for students and professionals. And I am looking forward for more similar session very soon from your platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Fahad, for your words. And I would also like to thank the IEEE Young Professionals for their collaboration, and also to all the audience for their cooperation and the attentive audience. Thank you. Have a good day.